Okay. George, welcome to Fentoh TV Online. And we are here around Keifaka. We can see in the background that is the tree, that the famous tree that is called Keifaka.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are a businessman, one of the upcoming businessmen in Way. And you were here before the crisis and you have come back. Let's begin with your experience during the crisis.
Yeah.
What was your experience? What was it like to be in Way during the crisis?
What I experienced in the crisis from 2016,
Yeah.
when the crisis began,
Yes.
we never thought of that.
Okay.
Because there has never been war
anywhere around here in Cameroon. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was unexpected.
Yes. So
and people were not prepared.
we were not prepared of anything.
Yeah.
For the first time, we heard gunshots at night.
Yeah.
We were scared and we all ran into bushes.
Okay.
And secondly, when the military were entering the way by night, and they happens to meet some people inside their homes.
Yeah.
And they happens to kidnap some people and kill some of them. They actually carry some in womb, and they actually kill some in way land.
Yeah.
So the next day we happen to carry the corpse and bury it.
Okay.
It was not even perfectly buried, but we bury anyhow in order to avoid
the smell.
Yeah. So in the month later, there were machine guns. We start noticing what we were seeing in the TV, in the Boko Haram, or whatever.
Yeah.
We started understanding.
Yeah.
We started understanding that
what war is like.
What war is like. Then we start understanding stray bullet. From that, a stray bullet is existing.
Yes.
But we never knew of stray bullet, because one only know that if somebody sees you, he can shoot.
Okay.
But we also realize that a stray bullet cannot see you, but it will harm you.
It will hurt you.
Yes. So there were people, they will shoot at Pam, Matthias Chebang, at Nkala, then the stray bullet will meet you right at Mbori or right at Kamban and still harm you, which the military does not even know they have killed somebody. And you
unintentionally.
And actually, they happen to take people's names and send to whom.
Yeah.
That these are the relatives of the boys in the bushes.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you are having a brother,
or cousin,
or a cousin, or a step brother, or whatsoever in the bush, you happen to find yourself in problem, which you know nothing.
You are not responsible for him
for that
making the decision to go.
They will take you and mismanage you.
Yeah. Well, that's very sad.
If you are lucky, you will come back. If you are not lucky, you will find yourself dead. They will kill you. So by 2017, now everybody left the village and went right far at Kamban. At Bekamban, there were people at Kelang, there were people at Ketum, there were some at Kumfatu, there were some at Cook.
Yeah.
People left way and go to Bahman.
Okay.
Allow the village now for the military.
Okay.
Yes. So whatsoever it was happening now, when you come to take food to go and continue and manage with your children in the bush,
yes,
you may immediately you reach like that, they are silent. The military are silent, in hiding in the bush.
Yeah.
And if they happen to meet you in your house, they will take you. If you are a woman, they will spare you. If you are a father, they will spare you. If you are a young man, they will kill you.
Oh.
So it happens to be like that from 2017 right up to 2018.
And that's what caused most people to leave.
Yes, we'll close the market and close all the Carrefour. We form another, I form a Carrefour at Carrefour Kaiser.
Okay.
And that's where we're managing ourselves, that one can have Maggi or salt or savon.
Yeah.
But then that happens to discover the Carrefour because we're no more using the government road to move.
Yeah.
We use but the bush
Bush
road
roads.
to move.
Yes.
So in 2018, no way for somebody to come here because all the military owns the wayland by then. So it was only old border they cannot check that decide to be inside the house. They burn houses, our business places. I was having a business place at the market, my workshop. They burned them down. So I was having nothing more. At 2018, by the last month of the year, end of the 2018, they burned my house that I was renting. So I was only having the dress that I ran with. So they actually met my wife and they sent my wife outside. They asked my wife, where is it? So,
okay, George, you were talking about the experience during the war years, the crisis years, and you said they caught your wife and they were trying to force her to coerce her to produce
me. So my wife denied. They asked her to go out and they burned down everything that it was inside
the house.
The house. So after that, my wife left and be crying and called for me. When he called for me, I said, if you are safe, don't cry. All those things are worry things.
Yeah.
We'll all buy them.
Yeah, we'll replace them.
God will send us in a good place.
Okay.
Yeah. So I asked if they have wounded you. She said no. If they have beaten you up, she said no. I directed where I'm hiding. She's supposed to meet me at Cameroon. So when she meet me there, we slept there. The rain fell on us on that particular day, and we slept there. The next day, we only used the prison I was putting on. I actually zipped the prison, sent my wife and my rape, and zipped the prison in order we should be having a little warm. Yeah. After then, we went and begged somebody to give us the fireside so that we warm our fire, we prepare something to eat. So we roast our plantain with some piece of behest. The father gave us, we eat with the plantain. So we slept that night. When we slept that night, the father showed us a room that don't more go down since you don't have anything there.
Yeah, your father-in-law, you mean?
Yeah. So we slept there for 2 days. I was having one pig. I was having no money again in my body, but my one pig was remaining in my auntie's fence.
Yeah.
I happened to call for somebody to go and buy that pig so that I can have little money. We can start back life. Wow. So actually, that pig was about 100,000.
Yeah.
They gave 35,000. I was having no choice because then even the way of transportation was not easy. So they gave the 35,000. Happens to take 25,000. Give my wife to call in Bamenda. They should produce her Paracet, those little body
medications,
in order it can be helping us. When we sell it out, we can have 100 to buy gari and whatsoever.
Yeah.
So since my wife was a stepness, so no means for us to go outside because it was already here that anybody away cannot go out. If you are going out, you have caught on the road. So we were supposed to stop here. When it was February, the second month of 2019, now they came here everywhere. Some were coming from Bahman, some were coming from Swa, some were coming from Isu, some were coming from Wum, and we have no way to go, rather to go and sleep far in the bush. When we sleep there for some time, I was supposed to fall sick because of the overrain that beaten us. I fall sick. My wife advised me for the way she has seen that I'm too pale.
Yeah.
My wife advised me to travel out. I should travel out.
To leave
this place and allow her, and she was pregnant.
Yeah. Wow.
She was pregnant then. So she said that it's preferable she should die here, not me. Since she cannot travel out with the pregnancy, because we only use the bad road, which is the Fundong road, to travel, not the Bafut road, because it was blocked.
Yeah.
So then I supposed to travel out now, and I was traveling with, I was left with my hammer. My hammer, that's the only work tool that I was left with. I was having my Saksamoto.
Yeah.
I traveled out to Fundong. When I reached Fundong, I was supposed to break there and then I took my drugs. And I slept in Bamenda. Sleeping in Bamenda, I traveled to Kribi the next day. Reaching Kribi in my father's compound, I took my drugs for 2 weeks. I recovered, and since life there you cannot sit in the house, food will meet you. You're supposed to
Go
do
out,
something,
yeah,
go
do
out
something.
and hustle. So my father was in Yaoundé. I just called my father. I'm in Kribi. So he said, okay, since you are here, you can look for anything to do that you can have food to be eaten.
Your father is established in Kribi.
In Kribi.
He's
He's
from
in
where?
Yaoundé.
He's from where?
From Fungom.
He's from
village.
Fungom village.
Yeah,
Okay.
from Fungom village.
But he's established in Kribi.
Yeah. So now I happen to be working from one chantier to another where they can be working anything concerning woodwork. So when I was there, one father asked me, "Can you do this?" The story building was leaking, was having a leakage. So he asked me, "Can you do this?" I said, "I can try." So he asked me how much he will pay, and I said I should first of all check the work before I will know
How much.
I checked the work. First of all, asked him to give me money for material like the gum. So when he gave me 2,000 francs for the gum, I went and bought the gum. When I bought the gum, I did the job, which he complained that he has spent money more than enough in that house, but it's still leaking. So I asked him whatever he would think to give me, he will give me. I will not mention any amount.
Okay, George, you're recounting your experience. Again, welcome to Fentoh TV Online. You're talking about your experience during the war, during the crisis, and how you left Way and settled in Kribi. So, what was life like in Kribi, and when did you come back?
When I was in Kribi, I was there from 2019 February right up to 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, February too.
Okay.
So when I was there, I actually worked hard, but I was thinking home. I was reasoning myself to go back home because I was not seeing myself there. Even with the crisis, I was only praying that the crisis to subscribe.
Yeah.
Then I will come back home because food there is more expensive.
Yeah.
Everything there is more expensive. But I struggled there and opened my workshop and I raised money, and God showed me a way. I did my white wedding with my wife in South. Yeah, in Kribi. So the love amount I was having in my hand, I said I should not spend it all there. I carried the balance to the village.
Yes.
So that I can start off my life with it.
Wonderful.
So I reported to my father I want to go back, even for the amount of denying he was denying I should not come back, but I said I know where I come from. What
were his objections? Why didn't he want you to come?
My father's intention was that the crisis has not stopped
yet. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Way is still dangerous.
It's still dangerous. But I was not feeling. I know that the God I serve is the one covering us, because from 2016 to 2018 ending, it was God that was looking for us. So I think the same God will do.
Continue to protect you.
So when I came back, I first of all rented one room. I and my wife and my children.
Where here in Way?
Here in Way, at Tikola compound.
Yeah.
So that's where I was living with my children.
How many children?
I was having 4 children.
Okay, plus your wife and yourself, that's 6 of you.
6 of
in
us
one room.
In one room. So after then, I struggled to reopen my workshop here first.
Carpentry workshop,
yeah,
you mean?
I started doing it gradually. After that, I gathered money. I gave my wife to buy another drugs. And then I discovered that population is not over there.
Yeah.
Population is here at Kefuka. I asked the late Pa from Okums, the brother that is loved, Pa Henry. I asked him, I will be using that door for my wife.
Yes.
My wife should use that door and sell the drugs.
Yeah.
But he sell the drugs now.
You say your wife is a nurse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since she's a nurse,
okay.
I manage her.
Okay.
After she managed there, I decided that since when it was rain time, but when I came back it was towards November.
Yes.
Which it was dry season. When it was the rent time,
Uh-huh.
my wife could not sit there
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
I happens to borrow money from the meeting house
Yeah.
and construct her a little house in
Yeah.
order she should be inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's
So
where she is now.
that's where
Here
she
at
is now.
Kaifaka.
Yeah, at
Okay.
Kaifaka. Then after then now, we struggled together. I was struggling at my workshop at 3 Corners Square.
Yeah.
When I was when I struggled there, business was not going. Since population is not there, I
Okay.
supposed to quickly transfer to Kefuka and meet my wife. Then I reopen my carpentry workshop at Parallels Compact.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Kefuka. So that's where I'm doing my job till today. Since I discovered there is no more customer, the business is very slow.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
supposed to adapt the cosmetic now
Yeah.
and the petrol.
And so you have your cosmetics
Yes.
shop here at Kaifaka, not far from directly opposite
my wife,
where your wife
yes,
is running the drugstore, the medicine store.
So that if I'm not around, my wife can cross and sell in my store.
Okay.
If she's not around, I can cross and help her sell
The
in
pharmacy,
my store.
yeah.
So that's
Wonderful.
what caused me to here. And when I'm here, I manage the little I have, and when I'm managing the little I have, and then I'm investing with the little I have here in the village. But if I'm out there, I cannot invest with the little I have because life is more expensive
out there.
Yeah.
All right, let's end this segment here. George, you're welcome again on Fentoh TV Online, and we're talking about your experience during the war, why you left, and how you came back. When we get to the next segment, I would like you to talk about what would you have to say to people who are hesitating to come back. What is your message to people who are hesitating to come back? Just hold on. Let's start the next segment. Okay, George, again, welcome to Fentoh TV Online. I'm Orlando Bama, Wanangamai, and you were talking about your experience during the crisis, during the peace and security crisis that is ending here, that has ended more or less, and you talked about why you left, the insecurity and the risks and everything, and then your time in Kribi and why you came back to Way. Now there are people out there who love the village the same as you did and who are still out there and hesitating to come back. What would you say to them?
I will advise them. The wisdom I'm having now from when it was not crisis and when it was crisis is very, very heavy.
Okay.
So I advise anybody that's afraid to go back home should go back home and continue praying.
Okay.
And God will show her the good road and protect any person with the children.
Very good.
The life will move on smoothly.
Wonderful.
So anybody that is out there to come and occupy where if they have killed their father or their mother, come and restore everything back and start off their life. Because since I'm away, from 2021 to 2024, I have no difficulties. The only thing we're supposed to pray away is that we should not be selling ourselves to people. What you know that is supposed to end in way is to end in way.
You shouldn't betray each other.
Be a betrayer.
Yeah.
So the only thing that it has added in this crisis, there are too much betrayal in way.
Okay.
We should only learn to not be selfish.
Yeah. To
ourselves.
love each other.
We should love
to
each
consider.
other
Yes.
and
yes.
consider
each other.
way. So that's my best advice. I will insist on in setting up people.
Yeah.
In setting up people, because if you said me, they take anything in my hand, it won't come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Which if what they took to me, if it happens to remain in me, I will prosper. Even I'm selling a cup of sugar or a cup of salt, your mother will come and buy for me.
Yeah.
Your sister will buy for me. Your children will buy for me.
Yeah.
But not failing to have the little amount. It means your mother will sleep without eating.
Oh, yeah,
if
because
the
there's no salt.
Because there is nobody
selling salt.
Yes. So that's my 3 points to emphasize.
Your two things you have said: trust God.
Yeah.
And number one, let's love each other.
Yeah.
Let's not betray each other.
Yeah.
How
We should not be selfish.
Selfish.
Yes. That's what is killing Way Village. selfishness. And you're supposed to hide your brother and advise your brother inside the house, not outside the house.
Wonderful.
Don't wash your dirty clothes on the public.
On the public.
Yes.
In
Wash
public.
them inside,
Yeah.
nobody will know. So only you and your partner or your mother or your sister that will know.
Okay.
So washing them on the public road, a public road is a stranger road.
Yeah, everybody.
To everybody.
Yeah.
They will know and they will laugh at us tomorrow.
Yeah.
They will not laugh. You will not laugh at them because you have not seen their nakedness.
Yeah, but they will laugh at you.
Good.
Because they know your secrets. You've
Good,
exposed
good,
yourself
good.
and your family and the people that love, the people who love you.
Good.
Wonderful.
So an Englishman says, when you want to know better, you send your children to school.
Yes.
If you want to have more, the only good thing you can give to your children is education.
All right.
Yes. No matter the crisis, don't be relaxed.
All right.
Yes, don't relax.
All right. This is your beautiful wife.
Yeah.
Coming to give you the baby.
Yeah.
All right. Good evening. Good evening. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Baby with the Eskimo hat. Hallelujah.
So I think my heart is still there. Whatsoever disappointed I had in way, but God has restored everything.
Very good. Hallelujah.
Very well.
Hallelujah.
So when I came back, I put my children here. When it was worse that they are kidnapping, teachers and school were not effective. I supposed to carry the other ones and look for a good school in Bamenda. So I'm always traveling there to check on them. Yeah.
So your 4 children are in Bamenda.
Yeah.
But you have only this young one. What's his name?
It's David.
Yeah. Oh, David, King David himself.
David.
Hallelujah. David, how are you? Wonderful.
I think that's my last point.
Wonderful.
That's my last point. And I will say, I will continue to pray and others should continue to pray. Everything will come back to normal.
Since you've been here, has anything bad happened to you or your family?
Not at all.
Okay.
My wife was sick, but God restored everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your business is rising. The store, that's it over there.
Yeah.
And your wife is at the medicine store.
Yeah, across.
Right across.
Yeah.
And everything is fine so far.
Yeah,
you
fine.
make enough money to feed yourself and your family, and to pay for the education of your children.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Even the school fees are expensive, but God is pushing me to pay the school fees.
You do not regret your decision to come back?
Yeah.
You don't regret it?
I don't regret it.
Wonderful.
I don't regret it.
Thank you. Thank
so
you,
I
George.
pray harder everybody to come back home.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, George.